Now listen, I do like to buy luxury products now and then, skincare, makeup, clothing, whatever, but we all know that especially in the beauty world, luxury and overpriced doesn't always mean it's better. So that's what I kind of want to show you today. I have 5 high-end products, expensive, 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 and then 5 more affordable products. And I kind of want to show you the results of the 2 so you can kind of make your mind up here, because I have this kind of solid belief that makeup doesn't have to be as expensive as some people make it nowadays. Just before we get into today's video, I want you to take note of my face. I have one foundation on one side, one foundation on the other side. Just make a mental note now. Which side do you prefer? And we'll touch on that a little bit later. So subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below by the end of this video which side of my face do you prefer. Okay, let's start with the first product and the sponsor of today's video. This is Lacquer. Now listen, I know you're gonna hear sponsor and think, ugh. I have been a fan of Lacquer for years and years and years. I pretty much own every kind of lip product they do. Even if I have to have it imported into England, I find a way. I'm a huge fan of this brand and it is my absolute pleasure to work with them. And we're going to be focusing on their Perfect Twin Lip today. And the Perfect Twin Lip is so similar to this lip product I have from Chanel, but the lacquer version is so much better. This is a completely transfer proof, completely lightweight, velvety on the lip product. You can wear 3 different ways. We're gonna cover them. This sold out almost immediately on Olive Young, which is like Korea's main store for everything beauty. I love, love, love Olive Young. And Q10, which is one of Japan's big beauty stores as well. So it's very, very sought after. And I completely understand why. So on one side, you have the lip color. Look at that. Oh, my mouth's watering. My mouth's watering. You let this dry for 1 minute and it's completely transfer proof. And on your other side is the gloss that goes right on top. It's incredibly glossy, look at that, but no stickiness, no tackiness. I'm gonna try shade 908 for you because I have a very similar, much more expensive version of this from a different brand. It is so incredibly smooth to apply. It's so easy and you only have to dip that applicator in once. You don't have to keep going back for more and more product. So we just let this dry down for 1 minute and then we have our full matte, very lightweight, very velvety feeling lip. I mean, look how smooth that is. It's velvety, it's beautiful, and it's completely transfer proof. Let me show you. No color, nothing. Put my greasy nose on there. And there's a few ways to style this out. We can put a gloss right on top, or you can do my favorite style of lip at the moment, which is that more buffed out, cloudy kind of finish to the lip that's nice and blurry. My one issue with the brand that is a lot more expensive than this one is that when the matte version dries down, and I'm doing that in air quotes, it's still incredibly sticky. That lip sticking together feels like it's peeling away, kind of sticky. It's not nice, it's not good, it's very uncomfortable. And the gloss on top feels like almost like a lip oil where it kind of just disappears and is a little bit shiny. Whereas with lacquer, the color is initially fully pigmented, it dries down completely, so it's comfortable to wear by itself without the gloss on top. It's intended to wear whatever way you want, and this gloss is high shine. It is beautiful, and again, no stickiness. Like, that gloss is crazy. It's wild. It's so glossy, but you can't feel it. Another thing I want to tell you about from Lacquer is this lip mask. This went incredibly viral and it made it impossible for me to buy. I desperately wanted this when I saw it. This is the Soothing Prep Lip Mask, and it is a peel off lip mask. Let me show you how this works because it is so fun, it's so cool. And just a heads up, the Perfect Twin Lip is super long lasting. You will have to remove it with an oil-based makeup remover like I did here before showing you this mask. So because this is a peel off mask for your lips, there's no scrubbing involved, there's no wiping, but it really helps with smoother application of lip products, especially if you're using something matte. It cools down the lips and it leaves them feeling super hydrated. You know, like when you do a peel off mask on your face, it's that kind of thing. So when it dries, just peel it off. Your lips are so smooth. Product goes on a lot smoother because your lips are a lot smoother. Any product just looks incredible when you're looking after your lips in general. A mask is nice now and then. So if we're comparing the Perfect Twin Lip to something more higher end, I 100% prefer the lacquer version. Not just because they are sponsoring the video, because I genuinely think it is a much better product. It's more modern in texture, it's more modern in formula. I also have a discount code for you if you want to go ahead and grab some on Amazon. It's RobertLacquer5, and I'll have that linked down below for you too. Actually, I'm just gonna pop a little bit of gloss on this because I like the mix of like the smudge and the gloss. Okay, let's get onto the skin because I'm sitting here very, very shiny. Okay, so decide now which side you like better. Do they look too similar to you? Here's what we're doing. The scar side is the more affordable. The non-scar side is the overpriced, in my opinion. So on the overpriced side, this is the Victoria Beckham, the foundation drops. On the more affordable side, we have the MUA Academy Lumi Base. You have heard me talk about this excessively. I love this product. I adore this product so much. I wear it almost every single time I want to put something on my face. Here's my issue with the Victoria Beckham one. I mean, they've both gone incredibly shiny. I haven't used powder or anything like that. We will use some powder. It's just too wet looking for me. It looks wet. It shows up more texture on my skin than I would want to because it is so wet, but it is instantly too much for my skin. It's too hydrating, it's too glowy. Now listen, if I had drier skin, would I want this? Maybe. But remember when something is super, super glowy like this, it can show up texture more on your skin. So if you have more I mean, look at my nose. If you have more textured skin, porous skin, you know, which is all normal, you might not want to go for something as glowy. Whereas with the MUA Academy one, I just think it looks so much smoother. It does have that glow to it, bear in mind I haven't powdered it, but it feels more like gel based. So it doesn't feel as intrusively glowy. It doesn't look like I can just melt it off my skin. The price points are vastly different. I believe we're looking at $6 to $8 dollars to over 100 in terms of a price point. There is just no need to be spending that much money on something like this that actually does not look great on skin with any kind of texture, and skin is very textured. A lot of Victoria Beckham products sell out very, very quickly. And a lot of them are nice. We're looking at another one. Actually, we're looking at another one next. These are the Victoria Beckham Color Wash Bronze Water Tints. I actually really, really like these. I think they are beautiful in terms of formulation, and the kind of like watery blush and bronzers they do are really, really, really nice. However, if you do not want to, you don't need to spend that much money. The Beauty Crop have their Glow Milk Bronzing Drops, and look at the size of this. It's huge. Absolutely huge in comparison. So let me show you the bronzing drops on one side. I need to be quick. I didn't even have a brush ready. Why did I do that? These are the Beauty Crop ones, and I'm just gonna literally use them as a bronzer. You can, of course, use these kind of products as an underneath the foundation kind of bronze, something to just give you a glow to the skin. That's beautiful. Look, the subtlety, very, very nice. And you could use something like this on a small brush. Take it through the socket line, use it down the nose, mix a little bit in with your foundation if you wanted to, mix a little bit in with your skincare, however you want to use it. The shade very similar from Victoria Beckham is called Tan Lines. It is a little bit more, I guess you could say, orangey in comparison to the other ones. I have to be honest with you, the texture on my hand when I'm applying this is not that much different to the Beauty Crop ones. It's almost like this watery gel, I keep saying gel, but a thin gel, a thick water we could say. And I'm using this brush from Anissa Beauty because it's just the crescent brush, I believe it's called, crescent contour, because it's just perfect to like hug the cheeks in many different ways. Now, one thing I'm finding with these two products is the Victoria Beckham one doesn't come out as pigmented as the Beauty Crop one. I could have used a lot less in this Beauty Crop version, but let's be real. The colors are extremely similar. I actually like the Beauty Crop one a lot more. It's not as orangey. I feel like it's blended with my skin a bit better. I feel like it's blended with my foundation a lot nicer too. I feel like the Victoria Beckham one is beautiful. I'm not dismissing that it's a really, really nice product at all, because it is a stunning, stunning product. And if you have the funds, why not? You know, why not go ahead? I love this lip so much. It's just so beautiful. Why not go ahead and you know, get yourself something extra special? But I just think for a very similar look, the price point and the amount you get is crazy. It is wild. For me, I don't see a noticeable difference. You could say to someone, oh yeah, this is the Victoria Beckham, and I'll be like, oh yeah, it's nice, it's nice. You know what I mean? I had to say both the products stain incredibly well. Like they both have that dry down, completely stained. So that's why I use these on top of foundation, because I don't really want to stain my face. And this might stain a little bit, but it's easier to wash away just like normal makeup because it's on top of my foundation. Okay, shall we talk about blush? ColourPop do these blush sticks. Let me tell you, you know my deal with ColourPop. Love them, love them, then hate them. I just love their range. Their normal, if like, this is our base range, you know what I mean? When they're not doing collaborations. So when I release things like these blush sticks, and if you saw my video the other week, the gel eyeshadows, oh my gosh, they are beautiful. They are so, so stunning. So I get really, really happy when they release things like blush sticks, bronzer sticks, lip balms, because I know that is going to be part of their regular range, which are always really impressive products. I mean, look at that pigmentation. Beautiful. It's very rich in color, very pigmented, very smooth going on. I'm comparing this to the Dior blushes today. That's why I've chose this shade, because I had to find one that was similar. But I mean, we're talking about texture here as well, right? This is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Sticks. This is a shade 001 Pink. Let me try and get them a bit level here. So they are slightly different in color. The Dior one almost has this like lavender-esque tone to it, whereas the ColourPop one is a bit more baby pink, like pink, true pink, you know? So starting with ColourPop, I'm just gonna tap it into place using the Refa LC03. Love these kind of like angled tip brushes. I just keep looking at my lip and catching that gloss in the light. It's just so thick looking, but it's just not, you know, that way feeling. Now, I wouldn't usually wear this color blush. It's not really for me. And I mean, this blends out a lot. Like it's just moving across my face. I'm just gonna clean this brush. I'm using the same brushes so that everything is fair, you know? This is the Dior one. I can really smell the Dior one. It's not a bad smell at all, but if you are a little bit more sensitive to fragrance, the Dior one might not be a good idea for you, because it's vanilla-y. It's sweet, it's nice. It's not sickly sweet. It's a nice smell. God, I'm so shiny. I need to get some powder on me, but that's up next. So in all honesty, I do prefer the formula off the Dior one. Like it's a lot more, I guess it feels a little bit more stable. But bearing in mind the formula, I think you need to use a lot less of a ColourPop one, and you can very much get this same look as the Dior one. I'm actually not like gagging over the Dior one at all. It is a beautiful blush, don't get me wrong. Let's add a little bit of powder. And then I want you to tell me which side you prefer. The powder examples I have for you aren't exactly overpriced versus more affordable. They're very similar price point, but you get more for your money with one of them. Okay, so for the affordable size, we have the Made by Mitchell eye lights in the shade Daylight. There are 4 powders in here, made to go wherever you want under eyes, around the face. And for the price they are, I think they are really, really decent. And none of these powders are like orangey or red. You may even notice that some of them do seem a little bit grayer in terms of color. So for those people who are super fair, not saying your skin is gray, but when it comes to using them around the eye area, they look a lot more natural. They look a lot more, I guess, like real on the skin, instead of giving you any kind of warmth to the skin. That's Made by Mitchell. I have 2 of the same applicator, just so you know. And then we have from Huda Beauty, we have the Easy Bake Loose Powder. This is the shade Pound Cake. Now, is it slightly unfair to compare loose and pressed powder? A little bit, but I couldn't find the pressed versions. So although the prices aren't majorly different, what I like about the Made by Mitchell ones is you get more variety. So if I wanted to, I could use a lighter powder in the center of my face and then blend that into a deeper shade. If you're anything like me, you are multiple shades throughout the year. So it's nice to have powders you can use on top of other concealers, on top of other foundations. I also do really like the coverage of a Mitchell one. This is beautiful, this is nice, but the Mitchell one just has this really insane fullness to it, and you don't even need to use that much. You like that's not baking. This is just applying a layer off that powder. So although they are very similar in price point, with Made by Mitchell, you get a lot more for your money. Okay, so which side are we preferring right now? This is the more affordable side. And this is the more expensive, pricier side. How are we feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you as always for joining me. Thank you to Lacquer again for sponsoring today's video. I can't tell you how much I adore this brand and all their lip products, their lip balms, their glosses, their balloon lip product. It's all so beautiful. So go ahead and check them out down below on Amazon. Thank you so much again for joining me, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.